Maybe lose your hat.
Alright guys, today we're reviewing Torque Drift. I'm a little bummed out, honestly. I mean, it's fun. Like, I'm doing horrible at it right now. Let me just show you guys a couple of things here. So, we're on a BC school course. I got the S14, which is like the stock car you get. Like, what I'm noticing, and I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this if you play the game, but it's as if they can like shrink and expand the track. Like right there, that was weird. I can't tell if it's camera view or not, but I'll show you guys on other tracks in a second here. But it's like they can expand and shrink the track as need be to get your car in the right spot. Rather than speeding or slowing your car down, it's like they adjust the track live to kind of cheat. And I don't like that because you can't really plan for it and it's super unrealistic. Throttle works pretty well, brake works pretty well. Something wonky about the steering. Handbrake works pretty well. It's pretty realistic there. Real quick on car setup, there's not a whole lot you can do. From what I can see, you can't really adjust camber and all this crap. Why not? We'll put this stroked SR20 in. I guess I bought that earlier. Confirm. Cool, we got more power. So if I go to tuning the car, it's really all about like, if I go to front wheel suspension, you just pick what coilovers you want, and that goes with like spring length, height, fast bump, slow bump, stiffness. There's not a lot of adjustability there. Now I know when you get in a little better coilover, you can adjust height, but I haven't found that you can necessarily really tune the cars like other games. And I don't like that because I'm not able to tune this car for it to work better and get around some of the odd physics that I'm finding. Let's give it a chance. Let's go to the slab. We're just in practice. And I just have the stock car. Honestly, like I played this game a decent amount and I just got really turned off from it and I didn't want to play it anymore, and I felt like I was forcing myself to play this game. And as these are game reviews, like, I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not very fond of this game. So here, so we're rolling. I mean, so far this is looking pretty good, but there's just something so weird about the physics, like so off, that I think it like expands and contracts the track when it thinks it needs to get your car in the right spot for you. And what that does is takes out all the realism, because I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or right. And then I change my driving so that I can basically please the game. And that's not what we're trying to do here. If you're just trying to have fun, then so be it. I think there's more fun drifting games though also. But if you're going for realism and going for trying to practice and things like that, this game isn't it, because like right there, the track changed on me. I guarantee it, to get me in the right spot so I was closer to that wall. I will say this, the walls don't grab you like they do in Car X, and handbrake works a little better, so it has those two things going for it. Let's talk about some positivities, so this isn't just a total hate on the game. I think it's cool how they've tied in all the sponsors and drivers and things like that. It makes it really fun and adds realism there as in the world, let's say, and in the overall like experience. It's cool how like in Mad Mike, I think Dai Yoshihara teaches you at the start, and then Mad Mike kind of introduces the game and you drive the Rad Bull. It's super cool. Now why they don't have, you know, us introducing the game and having the pro car in, I don't know, beyond me. I'm just kidding. But I love all that stuff, and they've created this little community in it. But what's missing is the physics. Like, they have all other stuff. They have all the stuff to make a great game. But the physics and tuning of the car are really missing and lacking, in my opinion. If they could fix those, if they could make them more like Car X or maybe FR Legends, or you know, take some tips from Forza, I think we'd have a great game here. If you guys like it, I think I like it. The reasons I like it are because it is tied into the community. Like, even if you go to, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you go to Drift and go to streaming, they show like Formula Drift Japan, and you can actually click on that and go watch Formula Drift Japan through the game app. So that's pretty cool. On multiplayer, they'll have little challenges on the real tracks. Like, you can go to Long Beach and drift on the Formula Drift layout. That's pretty sick. But what made me just want to quit was the physics, just like, they're not there. And so like, how can I enjoy this drifting game when it's not realistic drifting? It's like cheating for me to get around. I just got turned off from it. So let's just go to a simple parking lot and kind of see what happens. So handbrake, enter. Clutch kick, you can double click the throttle, but that's wonky. So like if I'm going forward and I double click the throttle, it is so aggressive. That is not how a clutch kick works in real life, you guys. I would need to flick and get it to get that aggressive on entry. But when I do that, then I spin out. It just ain't it, Chief. I don't Jambo's back there laughing at me like, I'm trying to like this game, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below, guys, what you kind of think about it, if you guys think I'm off base. But like, I loved FR, I loved CarX, I obviously love Forza. And like once you're in drift, I mean, okay, but I'm barely steering. Watch my hands. Like if you watch me on CarX mobile, which we haven't reviewed yet, but if you watch me on CarX mobile or like FR Legends, I mean, we're freaking like, we're in tune with it, right? And yes, I did mess with the settings. There are settings, so let me show you guys real quick. So we're gonna pause in here, we'll go to controls. If you go to controls, I did try, by the way, I tried button, slider, and steering wheel, and I messed with the tilt sensitivity, and I found that still tilt is the best way to control this game, which it should be on mobile, because it's the closest to having a steering wheel, and instead of having buttons or a slider that you also have to concentrate on, it's more natural. So with all these games, I really do recommend trying the tilt, because it's like you have a steering wheel and then you just have throttle and stuff on the screen.
That's what my 5-year-old does with an Xbox controller. You know, he's got to have the turning motion.
Yeah, we all naturally do it. Like so I think that's the way to go. So I didn't try trajectory guide. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. You know what? Let's just try it, because I just got really turned off. Let's turn off stability assist. Let's turn off trajectory guide. Turn off guide path. But I think that's just a path. Trajectory guide might be what I'm talking about, where it's like forcing me to go around. I have driving style on smooth. There's also aggressive. But let's just go out and see if this makes a difference for me. So let's see. I mean, is it better? I don't know. Clutch kick is not as crazy, so I like that better. I feel like I am steering more now. No, it's not. It's different. It is different. But that's still in it, Chief. Okay, let's try
Go aggressive.
Let's try aggressive driving style. So we have aggressive driving style on. We have trajectory guide off, stability assist off. And this car, I got the stroked SR20 in it, so it's like, I don't know, I think it's at 385 or something like that. I haven't modified this car all that much because I just stopped playing the game. Aggressive steering. It's better, but that's just so fake. And like, I don't know, like when I transferred there, I don't know. Let's get a different track. We're gonna give this a chance. One thing I will say though, as I'm going through these screens, like, I know people have to make money, right? But it's so aggressive and it turns me off from the game a little bit. Like these crate things, I get it. I've played so many pay-to-play games, but I don't want that in a drifting game. It's too intrusive. Now, if you're a beginner drifting and or a beginner drifter and you're just looking to have some fun and you want some of that, then maybe it may appeal to you, but for me, it's a turn off. Like I like CarX and FR Legends where I can just kind of get in and shred and have fun, and I'm not getting bombarded with stuff. FR Legends maybe isn't the best example because I know that it's like 2 developers, but CarX, they seem to be doing fine. They've figured out other ways to make money. Like, I mean, charge for the game if you need to, or whatever it is, but it's just too much. It feels like one big advert in a way for these sponsors, which I like that they're tied in, but it's too much. So, all right, we switched tracks. We've got our new adjustments on the steering and stuff. Okay, let me just try to be real smooth. I don't know, you guys. For a lot of these reviews, like I've only been playing for a couple hours and I'm reviewing them and I'm doing all right. I'm not able to really figure out where this is working all that well. I don't know, like okay, so we're getting some decent drifts here, but I don't like it. I don't know, it feels off. I still feel like the track is shrinking and expanding on me, even though we turned that like trajectory assist off or whatever that was. And it's like, so here, like I'm only going 50 miles per hour. There is absolutely no way I would make that turn. and it just like shortened the track. It's so slight, and I mean, I'm a man of my word. If Torque Drift finds this and they go, no, we don't do that, and I'm wrong, then I'll take it back, but it feels like it's happening, because when I go around this corner, there was no way I should have chained that corner, and I made it. And I was only going 50 miles per hour, like 55. Same as this one. Same as that one, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so slight, but coming around that corner, it's like, I took my eyes off the speedometer, so I don't necessarily see a change in speed, but I see a change in how wide the turn actually is, and I make it. It doesn't feel realistic, and I'm changing how I drive to like appease to the physics. And if you guys are looking for realism and looking for an honest review, this ain't it, Chief. So honestly, I don't really want to play this game all that much anymore. Yeah, I give Torque Drift, I'm gonna give them a, I just don't want to be a total ass. I'm gonna give them a 5 out of 10. Because the graphics are pretty good. I like how much they're ingrained in the community and they're doing all this cool stuff, but the physics are just not there at all. So anyways, if you guys like off-roading, drifting, builds, video games, hit that subscribe button. I am going to quit playing this video game now and get back to one that actually works well as I smoke the wall. Peace out.